Basically, I'm a musician, so my hobby became my profession, and I have an
Yeah,
injury, so I can't do sports anymore. So gaming is my main hobby now.
sure.
Since I started in like 2021, and I like I like doing things properly. So I will learn, I watch content, and I do things like that. And but there's like limitations on how much you can progress on your own. I figured since I spent so much time on this game, even though I don't have like professional ambitions,
Sure.
it'd just be nice to get some external feedback and coaching because yeah, I usually do quite well when I get external help.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm just
Okay.
basically I like learning and I'm interested. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Feels like you've done a little bit of research looking at your form here. Feels like there's a couple of blind spots. Obviously, if things have changed since your form, let me know. But you're not really sure what those blind spots are.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Where are you
Some
at
of them I
rank
might know,
wise?
but so I went on a bit of a losing streak,
It
unfortunately.
happens.
So I'm plat 4 now, but
Okay.
I've just been trying things a bit more out my comfort zone as well. So I think that probably contributed.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
What have you tried?
Haha. um, I tried to change my positioning a little bit,
Sure.
but I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure.
And also I think doing that in a meta where there's a lot of Genji played and like getting dove a lot made it quite difficult for me to try these positions in isolation, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Okay.
else was I trying? Um, it's mainly about different positions because I feel like on Zen that's the main thing you can do.
Okay.
Um,
So, what kind of position stuff have you tried, and what were the difficulties?
so I really don't know very much about off angling or
Yes.
about positioning in general. So what I've been trying is just whatever I could come up with in the moment, and sometimes it's just quite random. I was trying to see, okay, can I take an angle where I am giving a different angle where I shoot the
Yes.
enemy team so that
Mm-hmm.
they have less options of for their positioning.
Okay.
Um, trying what else? What else? What else? Yeah, being a bit more aggressive with certain things as well. Less scared of. I just need to stay with my team all the time because that's kind of what I did a lot, just spamming down main.
Yes.
Um, so just being a bit more willing to go into a side hallway or whatever to
Yep.
see if I can get a different angle. But yeah, my lack of map knowledge definitely also does not help.
Of course.
But it's showed me a few new things on a few maps. So I'm like, you know what? That's good.
Okay. Okay. So basically, how the heck do I
Mhm.
off angle with Zenyatta? Yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah,
In terms of
yeah.
your playtime here, I'm seeing a DPS and support split. Looks like Echo and Zen. Is that still the case?
Yes, but I've when I did the form, I was on a 3 week Echo streak, and then I swapped to Zen, so I'm back on Zen now. So I think I've chosen to do it with Zen because I'm also higher ranked with him. I feel like there's more to be gained right now
Yeah.
doing it on Zen.
Okay. So you play in streaks. I like that. That's good. Gives you time to train. You're getting a few hours of solo queue ranked a day, plus your additional, hanging out with friends stadium quick play. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yep,
Perfect.
yep, yep, yep.
Okay. Goals: learn, enjoying, and getting better at things. Gameplay improvement is the overall goal. I like being good. I'd like to make it to diamond on support
Mhm.
potentially, and DPS getting to plat as the first step. Okay. I think there is a lack of understanding when it comes to positioning and off angling. And as mentioned before, I play very intuitively. And sometimes I feel like I just brute force through situations. I fall apart in game when I get countered and how to deal with those counters. ADHD, suspected autism, things that can be very fast, but sometimes I just can be quite rigid with how I play, which can slow down my progress. And then sometimes going back to your old ways. There's a very interesting, the way that we change, for example, like how do we provoke change? How do we
Mhm.
change our behavior in game? The most important factor at the start of provoking change is clarity. So obviously, it could be
Mhm.
you don't fully, you're not committing to it, or you're being too scared, or you need encouragement, or you need coaching. But a lot of it is just there may not be as much clarity as you would need to fully understand why you should off angle, when you should off angle, and how
Mhm.
to off angle. So what I'd like to do, and I'm sure we'll
Mhm.
do this in a few moments, is I think a lot of your issues, obviously maybe you're a bit slower or you have a fear of reverting back to, your old ways, but a lot of that might just be through a lack of clarity about like what we're actually wanting you to do with off angling. We need to simplify
Mhm.
and clarify that process so that it's easier to make the change with that. That's why you're probably
Yeah.
reverting back to the safety of just kind of playing down main, is because you understand what's expected of you. With off angling, it's not clear, and so we need to
Mhm.
look at those. Um, Certain things with attention, the I need healing notifications. I struggle to register with
Cool.
those. Okay, not everyone uses VC. Okay. Your form is very helpful. I appreciate you being thorough and filling this out. That actually gives me a lot of information. So I wish more students did that. So thank you for that. Okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad because I was like, oh my god, I'm saying so much, but yeah, it's good. I'm
It's
glad it
fine.
helps.
It's fine. It's very helpful. So it's good. Yeah. So I think the thing
Yeah.
here is we're gonna try to find the simplest solutions to provoke better behavior from you in game. Whether you're operating at a
Mhm.
disadvantage or not, I don't know. And to be frank, I don't really care. We can control what we can control, and we can't control what
Mhm.
we can't control. But I think there'll be some things that we can control.
Exactly.
And we'll start with the clarity, right? We'll start with exactly what we want, how we want it,
Mhm.
and we'll give you some examples. Now, one more question from you, for you rather,
Mhm.
do you have the capability of streaming Overwatch through Discord?
I do have it.
Okay.
Yes.
We may be, oh, if you're open to, may have some time for live coaching later if you're interested. If not, no problem.
I'm definitely interested. I do have a second coaching spot booked in December.
Sure.
So if we don't have time for it today, we can always do it then.
Excellent.
Um,
Okay. Lovely.
I
Well, then
haven't played at
that
all
works out.
today, so that might be a bit.
That's
Yeah,
fine. Don't worry about it at all. But yeah, we could start with a
yeah.
review.
But let's see whatever you feel.
Sure,
Hmm.
of course. Question for you: do you have any questions with your play time and play structure? You're getting a couple hours and you're one tricking Zen. That's pretty good at the start. Do you have any other questions about that warm up? Anything else?
Well, not particularly, because I think I've watched a bunch of your stuff as well
Mm-hmm.
and heard what you said to other people. That
Okay.
makes a lot of sense. Um, there are like one thing maybe you can keep an eye out for when you watch the VOD. I'm not 100% sure on my sensitivity. I feels
I was gonna
okay,
ask you
but
that. Yeah.
I can do a 360. I have like, what is it? If you um, multiply, it's 4,400.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. That's
it's
fine.
okay, but
Yep, it's fine.
yeah. So that's one thing. But and a small question I do have, Zen specific, is I've noticed that I use my movement to hit my shots, as in
Mm-hmm.
when I stand still, I struggle much more to hit my shots because I'm used to strafing. So when I do Vaxter, I always strafe and I hit my shots that way. Is that a
Mm-hmm.
bad habit? Should I practice standing still and hit my shots, or is it okay if this is how how I do it?
It's not a big problem. What you're probably doing is you're noticing it more in Vaxta, and then in game you're probably not actually relying as much off of your movement as you think you are.
Hmm.
The difference is that
Okay.
Vaxta, you're talking about more longer strafes, which is why Vaxta is a nice tool, but it does not replace in-game
Hmm.
training. And then you're compensating by
Okay.
movement. If you really want to address that habit in Vaxta, the solution is to force yourself for half of your Vaxta aim training to stand still, to take your left hand off of the
Yeah.
keyboard and only use your right. But it's probably not as big of a deal as you may think. But that's a good question.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's what I had. I have like two, three things where I think I'm not sure if it's good or bad habits, but I was thinking I have two VODs. If we have time for two, that'd be awesome.
Of course.
And I was thinking maybe these things I bring them up after we've watched one of them because I feel like they're kind of once you've seen how I play, that will
Mm-hmm.
probably help
Mm-hmm.
when
Of
I
course.
ask these
Works for
questions.
me.
I want to see
Yes.
what you bring up
Okay.
yourself,
Sounds
basically as
good.
well.
Sounds good.
Okay. I have kings. Both of them that I have are losses.
Sure.
One is King's Row and one is Atlas. I think Atlas is the one, I don't know the map at all, like almost at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit more of an intuitive game, but I think positioning wise might be more interesting right now to look at King's Row first, and then Atlas. I got countered as well. They started counter picking, and that could be interesting for that for the second.
It might be good to look at King's Row because it's one step easier in terms of positioning,
Yes, that's
right?
what I'm
So
thinking as well.
little maybe we can clarify our stance on off angling and then apply it to a more
Mm.
difficult map later.
Yeah, yep. Okay, why can I not copy this? Yeah, Discord is being weird. I think this should be the code.
Okay, let's give this a shot. Can you see my stream okay?
Yep.
Any other questions about Zenyatta that may have not come up? You know, strategy, perks, mechanics, micro, cooldown management, etc., etc.
It's a good point. Perks. I just always choose the Discord on trans. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You will see. I almost never, ever secondary fire. I used to completely not at all use it, and
Yep.
that's maybe something that I have to improve. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll let you have a look.
We will.
So I
We'll
always
look at it.
pick the other perk,
Okay.
and the second perk I pick the 2 orbs because that
Sure.
just seems
Sure.
to make sense.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look then. Nothing else?
Oh, maybe. Okay, so I've identified as an issue on King's
Ooh,
Row on
okay.
multiple games I've noticed. Attack, I feel like I usually do a bit better, but specifically this point
Mm-hmm.
on defense is a struggle for me, and I don't do
Okay.
well. So this will be very interesting. Yeah.
Okay. So Zen is basically the definition of simple complexity in terms of your cooldown management is almost nuanceless. It's not completely without a little bit of complexity, but there's some of the simplest cooldowns in the game. Your Harmony Orb, anybody that's fighting that you can see, with a preference towards squishies. Basically exclusively, because 35 whatever healing per second it is now, it's more effective on smaller health pools. And that's basically it. Discord Orb, there's a bit of nuance here where at the higher levels people can bait your Discord Orb and then cut it off and then you can't reapply it. But that's honestly not really something you should worry about that much. Maybe something just in the back of your mind to keep awareness on later. It's basically Discord Orb, what you're shooting. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Just kind of brainless. In terms of positioning, you prefer range, as in you prefer something with a bit of distance so you can apply pressure, but even there, you do have silent footsteps, so you can catch people by surprise, and we prefer off angles. And the value of off angles is finding ways to deny the enemy team cover and prevent them from hiding from yours and your team's damage at the same time. That's basically it. The only other nuance here is alt fire versus primary fire, where alt fire needs to be used as much as you possibly can when you do not have anything to shoot on your screen. And then primary fire is used as much as you possibly can when you do have something to shoot on your screen. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right, let's look here. So, like, for example, alt fire into primary fire because you had nothing to shoot. Yes, now that Ryan is showing shield, we just primary fire. And there it is. Nice job. Sure.
I tend to walk into fire strikes.
Yeah. You want to know why you walked into fire strike? Watch carefully. Where was your attention right now?
On my team.
Why?
I wasn't looking at them because
Why?
I was trying to figure out who to orb.
Right. Now let me ask you a question right now. What was your decision with Harmony Orb right here?
So here I saw him low, and I do know the thing about trying to that it's more effective on squishy, so I'll go for him. Once I realized he doesn't need it, I went to the Zarya because she is closer to damage and
Sure.
figured she's more vulnerable.
Now let me ask you a question. Will your Zarya or Soldier, which one will be more consistently close to damage?
She will be, but she also has more mitigation to be.
So do you understand that this is a decision that ultimately probably doesn't matter as much as it does, as you think it does right now?
Good point. Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
a Soldier with Harmony Orb here may not be unbelievably effective, but it will still be useful for any chip damage that he takes, and the same thing applies to your Pharah. The same thing applies to your Zarya, where you could be like, well, they're both range DPS, and they're not currently being pressured, so I'm just going to park my Harmony Orb and Zarya and not worry too much about it. The point being here is you recognize that, oh my goodness, I ate a Fire Strike, but I'll say more than that. You ate a Fire Strike, and then you also had a bit of damage downtime that probably wasn't necessary. Why? Because you cycled a Harmony Orb that didn't matter that much. Harmony Orb and Soldier, and then leave it. Focus back on your damage and focus back on your positioning. Make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Sure, that's a good cycle. You notice that you actually cycled also while you were reloading. Not necessarily on purpose, but it's nice. Now, let's talk about off angles here.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the enemy team's attention right now? Where are they focusing right now?
Yeah, on that line, the straight line in the middle.
This line here. So for you to peek this Reinhardt, you have to walk into this potential line and maybe walk into a range where you can get fire striked again. In fact, that's actually what happens, right? Where you duck behind a wall and you're like, well, I need a sight line here. So I walk into the sight line. Oh, gosh.
Again.
Right? Again. Right. So your decision here is then, okay, well, what would Spilo say? He'd say off angle. So I'm going to go on this off angle. And then, oh, no.
And then I get scared and I move.
You get scared and you move. Now, why do you get scared? I think it's an audio cue.
Yep.
You hear echo.
Yep.
Okay. Who wins in a small room? You or Echo?
Echo.
Echo. Why?
Because of her stickies, it's more likely that she's going to, like, they're going to hit me even if she doesn't hit me directly.
Sure. Sure.
She has her, like, I need range. She has her beam, so she doesn't necessarily need range.
So then now that you have seen Echo, what should your decision be?
Now I should go in the room.
Here's another question. If you knew Echo was in this room, and you then rotate away from Echo and just stand here, and that Echo takes this flank here, and she peeks this door here, what's going to happen to you?
I'm going to die.
So, here's the rule with supports and DPS as a whole. When you know that this is the off angle that you should take, but you're scared because there's somebody potentially in the room, your job is not to ignore the off angle and just pray that they go away. That doesn't work. Your job is not necessarily to run in there if you don't want to. Depends on the character, but you don't have to. You must give it respect, which means that here's what you do. You ready?
Yep.
You start to take it. You go, oh no. Eat my fire strike. Somebody's in there. Uh-oh. And you sit here and you listen and you wait.
Okay.
And then you hear echo and you see primary fire. Then what do you do?
Then I can go in and move and maybe get an angle on the angle that's coming.
The ultimate irony is that you actually ate stickies here. But yeah, we go to here. Now, where do you position this off angle? Here, no. Here, no.
No.
Where do you go?
There,
yeah, sure, here. I mean, you could even go here. You could even play here. You could even rat to here. True. You can play it.
And I have the... Yeah, good, yeah.
Something to consider. Because the ultimate problem here is not just, oh, you need to create a diversion and create a distraction. Even if you look at this as simply as, are you doing damage right now? The answer is no. Why? Because there's a lot of damage and just explosives literally being thrown down here. It's scary to peek without you're getting your face melted off. So if you wanted to do damage, you needed to be here. You needed to listen. You needed to wait. If the echo's here, we can fight her. Just jiggle peek. Don't fight in the room. Force her out. Get a little pocket. Maybe you die. I don't know. But at least it'll be an honest duel where you can kind of bait her into using resources. And then if she's not there, well then walk in and shoot.
Yep.
See, the enemy team is leveraging cover against you because you're refusing to use an off angle. Now I say refusing, but it's more of you kind of forgot. You forgot. This is fine.
I kind of was refusing because I was scared.
Right. Right. You see, the second this Reinhardt chooses to disengage you lose sightlines on him. You see it right here. There it is. You see it?
Yeah, okay.
You see it? You see it? And look at how low risk this is. You can even listen carefully. See, oh, maybe that echo's pushing me. But you have been a spectator, and even here, we're not getting a lot of damage done. Watch carefully.
Also reloading and
reloading, canceling, reloading,
reloading.
canceling, reload. Right. We need damage now, right now.
Yep.
Sure. So it's a decent Harmony Orb, but as you can see, even a decent Harmony Orb isn't often enough to save.
It's not going to save her, yeah.
It's not. So it's not, I don't think the Harmony Orb was a mistake there. It was a good decision, but it's just not enough. That's it.
Yeah. Whoop, and I died.
Even here is not safe from Echo, right? So, okay. What are you seeing so far? Obviously, I'm kind of guiding you a little bit here, but what are some details to keep an eye on?
Being more confident with not being too scared, as in, like, even though it could be something dangerous for me, still intelligently taking the angle,
Yes.
and not that the cycling of the orb. You will see that a lot, probably.
Uh-huh.
I do that
Uh-huh.
quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
The reload is something I also have noticed as an issue for myself. In general, either I don't reload when I should, or I cancel it with the orb. So yes, that's
I
kind
agree.
of.
I agree. Yeah, good foundation to work on, right? I love how you said the intelligent fighting here, right? Like we don't want you to be not scared and just walk into the room if there's somebody in there that you can't duel. I mean that's foolishness, right? But you do have to deal with it. It is your responsibility as a Zenyatta. So maybe it's a Genji, maybe it's a Tracer, but we have to be intelligent with it. We have to find a sightline here. So for example, here, I don't hate the sightline, but ultimately, once again, we have a problem where we have a flank, we're stuck on main. What do, right? So let's go back even further here. Can you find an angle from this position with where your team is fighting?
I could go left.
Okay. Would you get poked out by the Sojourn from this position potentially?
I would get poked out quick also by the thing. I could go even further left, I suppose.
Oh, so you're saying you could go even here. I like this a lot. Now, let me ask you a question. Is getting poked out, if you don't die, bad?
It's okay. I can go down, get the mega, or get healed.
You even have shields, right? Like you have the shields. You don't even need that, right? So you look at this, you getting poked out. So this is the problem with a lot of players, right? Myself included early on in my career, is I looked at getting poked out or pressured as the enemy team prodding a weakness. Right? Like this Zenyatta's misposition. She's isolated. We should poke her out and force her back. You know what that is? That's them prodding and poking a strength. Because let me ask you a question. What do they do if they do not pressure you here? What do you do?
The thing is, if I'm here, resources go towards me and not down main where everybody else is standing.
Right. Right. And what if it's not? What if they ignore you from this position?
Then I get free value.
In fact, you ready for this one? This is maybe something you may not fully understand, but from somebody that's been coaching this game a long time. If I have an uncontested Zenyatta on a sideline, you are the most valuable person in the entire game, barring none. Discord, Harmony, damage, Zenyatta is a powerhouse of value when he is uncontested. So if you are uncontested here, them poking and prodding you out is them trying to deal with a strength of you. Because if they don't, you're a problem. Whereas here, you're not as strength, so you're not worth worrying about whatsoever. So this is not isolation. This is going to be isolation that demands pressure. You disengage, you do it again. You disengage, you deal again. You're a thorn in the side that refuses to leave. And the difference between getting poked out and death is really within your control. You understand? That's the difference between a good angle and a bad angle. If you go, let's say, here versus a full dive comp, and you don't have transcendence, and you just poke them out, you just die instantly, right? Yeah, you forced a response, but you died instantly. Here, I do not think that you should die here unless you make a gratuitous mistake. You should be fine. Make sense?
Yep.
I also like this position here. Now, there's a bit of distance between you and Ryan, so you should be okay. You could poke out, and again, it's a point of strength. So, now just for the sake of thinking here, let's say that you have to play here. You've got your Harmony up, you got your Discord up, but you're being threatened on an angle. Where is your priority right now? What's your number one priority?
So what I thought was my priority is this Echo, because I have the furthest back and I can have a sightline on her.
She's on your angle, right? Your lane, essentially, right?
Yeah. So I'm moving back to get, I'm going to try and make sure that angle is not taken by her. I'm trying to force her off.
It's a good decision. It's intelligent dueling, like you said here. Now, you're doing it from a really, really bad position. That's your fault. But what I want to applaud is that your attention towards the threat is good. Because the thing about supports is that if you poke her out, that is a huge problem for her. Because even if it's a quote-unquote one-for-one, it's not. Because you know what? There's a Harmony Ward parked in this guy. She's not doing anything for her team. If she takes one-for-one, and you're getting Harmony Orb, that's a net win for your team. So even if this is a neutral, this is brilliant, right? Even if she didn't die, she's got a huge problem. I even like the fact that, I don't like the fact that we didn't have cover here, but I like the fact that we created a little bit of distance. So this is a really, really well done from you. Not positionally, but attention was perfect. That's really important.
Where would you have positioned?
Exactly what we talked about before.
Ah, okay. See, I
Now
didn't
you
think. I
say,
didn't.
oh no, we would have been vulnerable to echo. That is correct. That would have been somebody else's responsibility, which you would have disproportionately provided value in
I
this way.
see. Okay, it was my responsibility because I was positioned where I
Correct.
was positioned.
That is
You know.
correct. As
Okay.
opposed to here, where what would have been your responsibility here? Well, Ryan, Sojourn,
Me.
Anna.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Ryan would have been dead. Ryan would have died. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
No Ana
100%.
follow-up, no Mercy
Okay.
follow-up, no nothing. So we would have been
Yeah.
vulnerable here, but you would have provided more value here. One more detail
Okay.
here with the micro of this duel. I want you to value cover more than distance most of the time.
Okay.
So I would prefer you here to tuck this way here and take the duel here. The reason why it's so powerful for Zen is because Zenyatta does not have cooldowns that he can LOS, that you have to LOS. So for you, you could bait cooldowns and you're still at full power. In addition, you can charge up alternate fire. You can jiggle peek. You can utilize your shields, which heal you back faster than most of their characters. So just cover's really valuable. But it's more of a nitpick and something to keep an eye on. But
Okay. Yeah.
bad position, bad harmony cycling here. But exceptional attention. Good job. This is easy, right? What we say about the most valuable character in the game. It's just unbelievable amount of damage on that angle, right? Like if they do not take, basically the way to look at it is unless you make a mistake here or your team makes a mistake, they have to basically take an angle to break this choke. Zenyatta is a behemoth on these angles. So.
I think you'll see us make a mistake soon.
What's the problem here?
We're all on the same angle.
Well, but look at you. We have a problem, and we've seen more of it. Where's your harmony orb? 1, 2.
Yeah, why am I not
3,
shooting main? Yeah.
4, 5.
Yeah.
6, 7. Trance. You've done less damage than you've done healing with a 35 healing per second harmony orb. Massive problem.
Yeah.
And see, the problem with this is that the sooner that you make this mistake, the more likely you are to make the mistake again. Because you've created a problem where there is no pressure down this choke, either from this main angle, from the side angle, or from high ground, wherever you are. Fine.
Cool. Yeah.
So there's no pressure here. Which then means that those threats, look at how easily they are shooting your Zarya. Look at how easily they're walking out of this choke.
Yeah.
It's a disaster, right? You must trust the harmony orb, only cycle it when it's necessary, because it's often not enough to save somebody unless they're behind a wall. And go from there. Now, in terms of transcendence, I think this is fine. If stopping a push, the Discord value is also immensely helpful. Just make sure that you end near a corner. I know you're thinking trying to save your Zarya there. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Not in the last second, half second of Trance, because you will die and then she will die afterwards. End it here, and then you're fine. She will die and you will win the fight. But very good Trance.
Cool. So, pause it for a second. So, an issue I've been having with my orb and why sometimes I cycle it 3 times in a row is because I keep having issues to getting the person that I wanted to get. Is that just an issue? Okay, that should be solved by if I have a different angle, I should have better sightlines on my team as well.
That is correct. You can also experiment with this as well. You see this setting?
Yeah.
This is something you might want. I don't know. This is something you need to go in the practice range and experiment with.
Yeah, I'll have and try it out. Yeah, that's.
But you actually really had a great insight there, where if you're on a slightly different angle, your sightlines onto your teammates who are engaging is much more clear. There's much less clutter on your screen.
Yep.
Good point.
Nice.
It's good. Nice. Again, this Ryan is he's just throwing crap down main, and it's sticking to you every time. Even echo stickies, right? So there aren't a lot of angle choices here. Oh my days. Play the game, maybe? Maybe. You can't even see, but you aim at head height and you hit your shots. We love to see it.
Valorant came in handy.
That's true. It's very good. Like I said, Zen is a monster.
That's why I like playing him.
He is my favorite character to play. So.
Same.
I mean, this is what happens, right? I mean, partially, yeah. This is a little bit unearned, but this is why we talked about cover and angles and so on. Like, you're just a casualty of a shadow that wasn't even intended for you. So, where should you be? Where's your angle?
So, I could go right around the corner. There, yeah.
Let's just park our camera here for a second.
Yeah, I mean, the Kiriko would have had an issue. She couldn't stay.
Ryan can't.
Ryan.
Ryan to push you inconvenience. Really, what kick is by the way, it's a complement to help you take these longer angles. So if Ryan pins at you, you back up, and then he commits, and then you just kick him back, and then he can't do anything, right? It's not going to save you if they're already on top of you most of the time, but this is what you can see right now.
Yeah, cool.
Right? You nailed it immediately, right? It's the vision that you have plus the ability to pressure consistently.
Yeah.
And by the way, these are situations where if you are stuck in this situation, you should be alternate firing, because this is where you don't see anybody, so there's no point using more of your clip.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, basically, the better you are positioned, you might be finding yourself using primary fire more often, because you will have more and better vision of enemies. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
So this is what we like to call space. Your team is stuck in a choke. They do not have space. Why? Because you did not take an angle. Why? Because, well, you didn't recognize it, we're distracted, or we're too scared to. And then now we've created a problem where it is incredibly easy for the enemy team to just throw ultimates, throw shield, throw walls. I mean, if I was coaching your soldier as well, it's ridiculous that he's here as well. It's really, really obvious he should be going with you. But if you go here, for example, and you actually don't have a sightline for Harmony, I don't care.
Yeah.
Harmony is the least important aspect of your kit if I had to grade it.
Okay.
And if your teammates are not aggressing, then you need to allow them to aggress by holding an angle, in which case you will then be able to Harmony orb them, because they'll be able to actually walk out of the choke.
Okay.
Now again, are you going to get poked out here at this point in time if you were here? Yes.
Potentially, but then I can move.
You can move and then repeat it again. You're going to get poked out, but we need you to get poked out so that your tank doesn't have her face melted off. That's what we need.
Yeah. Okay.
So our sightline for damage here is okay. It's not bad. Problem is that too much has been lost here. Our Zarya can't shoot. My Cassidy can't shoot. My Ana can't shoot. My Ana can't nade. My Ana can't sleep. And the only thing that you can hope for is that Ryan to overextend and die, at which point they're going to cap the point anyway. Not good. Okay. Now this point is really...
Yeah, the soldier, I had the same amount of eliminations as he did. He was weak linked.
Where should you be? Where's your angle here? It's not good. It's a little open, but where could you adjust?
I could go left.
Where?
I could go in the room, or even further to the left.
So like here?
Risky business. Yeah, risky business.
Risky business indeed. Now you have transcendence, but let's sniff around here. Okay, thoughts on this? Feels too close, right? Same.
Yeah, it's Ryan as well.
What about here?
Not the best sight line.
Yeah, not the best, but at least it's split from your Ana. So if we get walled or whatever, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep experimenting. What about this off to the side here?
This is pretty good.
Even this, right? Something a little bit more convenient.
Better
cover, right? So the difference here is it's like the sight line's similar, but you have a slightly better angle and slightly better cover. Yeah, something to consider. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to encourage you to do this today, but versus a composition that I see like this where everybody's very slow, if I have time and I have transcendence, I'm going to be doing this. And then I'm going to sit, and then I'm going to quietly wait for them to walk, and then I'm going to kill somebody, and then I'm going to kill somebody else, and then I'm going to trance myself out.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying you have to do that today. That's abusing the transcendence and silent footsteps. That's basically what it is. Okay. It's not a play style. It's just simply using a different part of your kit to take a deeper angle than you would. Because the squishiness of Zenyatta is compensated by his silence and by his immediate lethality. And so this, right?
Yeah, I can keep shooting.
Even here, even if this one's not better by a much, it's better by a noticeable margin. So I'm going to predict that you're going to get Shattered, Kitsune Rushed, or Blizzarded, and I think you're going to die here. Oh, no, you'll get your Transforms, unless you get CC. But there's just not enough damage here. That's a nade. Do you see our damage was gone? We've lost our damage. We've lost our angle. Now our angle's back. Our team has actually created an angle for us. That's funny. So they tucked to the right, you tucked to the left. That's actually kind of good for us. It's good. Good shots. Trance is good. Just body block one person. Just choose. It's good. Very nice. And then crucially here, we just simply need to find a corner. Wherever you may go.
Okay.
Yep. Wherever you want to go. So we can go to here. We can rotate up to our Cassidy. You don't want to end your trance here because that is going to shatter you. And also there's a lot more pressure here. That's unearned. But yeah, the way to look at this fight here is like, I think you're probably going to lose this because you guys had a bad nano. You guys got your visor and then instantly died. The enemy team has had Kitsune, Blizzard, Sojourn ult, and Shatter. It's just simply too much. Good shots. Very nice use of cover. Very nice angle. Hopefully your team can touch.
Nope.
Your team cannot, and that is that.
Yeah.
Mechanics okay. Damage, primary fire stuff is okay. Like I said, maybe some alternate fire when you're behind a wall would be nice. But yeah, it really just comes down to the angles and the Harmony Orb cycling.
Okay.
So
cool.
I would like to do some life coaching. I know that we said that we had
a
Flashpoint.
I'm not warmed up at all.
I am completely indifferent to your pleas. So if you're okay with it, I'd like it to try. I'd like it to try it to see how it goes.
Okay.
In fact, we could even go. We can even do our warm up. We can even do our warm up through it.
Okay, let's do it. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be brave.
That's right. I respect that.
I stopped watching the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my... Hold on. I have to restart my...
Take your time. And depending on queue time, we can maybe watch a fight or two between rounds as well.
Maybe we can watch a fight or two from the other game, actually.
Yeah, true. True. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to force shutdown.
What I'm going to do, actually, while I'm waiting, is I'm going to watch a few more fights here. Just to min-max, and then when you get Overwatch pulled back up, awesome. You could send me a flashpoint, and then we can jump into our warm-up. Just to see if I can spot any other tendencies, or to hammer home some of our expectations. I do see something small. We'll talk about maybe a little bit later.
Okay.
Which will be of use to practice. It's also a very fun skill to practice as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Go ahead and we'll do the flashpoint review. I have it pulled up, but we won't actually look at it. Just go ahead and start streaming. And then whatever the quality, I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me.
I can only do I don't have nitro, so.
I don't either. This looks great. Okay, so do your normal warm-up. Maybe I'll make some small adjustments to what you normally would do, but like I said, we'll probably be quick with it, but yeah, go for it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to address the first thing here, which was a weak point of yours, which was like, oh, do I aim with movement or whatever? I want you to stand still.
Oh, yep.
And just relax on aiming. And I want you to slow down your fire rate.
Yep.
So this is one of the things that I was going to talk to you about.
I'm trying to get the Zen.
Yeah, sure. She's being pocketed.
Primary.
Yeah. So one of the things I was noticing is you do a really good job with your primary fire, not using alternate fire too much, but sometimes you hold your finger down on the mouse rather than selectively aiming each shot. So when you're shooting a shield, there's no reason to do anything but hold down. However, yeah, that's better. Slowing down each shot, very good, perfect. I want to see more of that in game.
Okay. Ah! There we go.
Good. Okay, we're gonna do about 30 more seconds. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
Tentacle.
really important to slow it down with Genji, because that guy is really freaking hard at that distance, especially. Uh-huh. Okay, now we're going to start moving and strafing just normally. Don't try to overcorrect or do anything weird. Just move naturally. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Just be smooth and slow. Smooth and slow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. 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 There it is.
Ah.
You're good. I want you to focus more on your movement with your left and right arrow keys and less on moving backwards. So sometimes I can see you tapping that W and S key. Just kind of hold focus more on your lateral movement. Be a little more smooth.
Okay. I just saw it.
Good. About 10 more seconds. Mm-hmm. Okay. I now diagnose you as warm. Leave. Q.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And
I assume.
yeah, go right into ranked. Let's do this. Let's check the queue time here. 4 minutes. Lovely. We will take a brief look at this flashpoint. So I'll pull this up. Now, the deal with flashpoint is there's going to be a lot more angling. No, that's fine.
Okay, yes.
There's a lot more angling around you. Things can be very overwhelming and surround you a little bit. So there's a lot more punish.
Can you watch maybe not the first point, because I was completely overwhelmed and couldn't it was garbage. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
I was
of course.
not even able to. I think from maybe we won the second and the third, maybe the fourth or whatever. I don't know.
We can look at the one that you won even. But yeah, by the way, let me know when your queue pops.
Yeah, we'll do.
The TLDR is that you just need to be more prepared to be surrounded and be okay with that. Manage your distance, bait people into you, and die with honor. Essentially, make it expensive for them to punish you, and then don't sweat it too much. Flashpoint is difficult because you're a little slower, but you can make it work. So like right now, we're rotating towards the point. We have an angle. We have a sight line. If this Winston jumps on you and uses Primal Rage and kills you, okay, that's fine. But as long as we're responding to that with good cover usage and good corner and we're shooting, then we're fine. So like this guy should die. He was expensive, you have enough distance, you're good. Okay, we have a bit of an angle here, generate your HP. You see so many problems result from too many Harmony Orbs right now. You're not thinking about your positioning, you're not thinking about shooting, you're thinking about helping, which then means that you're unable to apply pressure yourself. What do you think about this angle here?
I thought it was okay.
Do you have a distance?
No, I don't actually.
I mean, it's good enough. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
I want you to be more flexible with that. But yes, the distance is okay. Do you have cover? Absolutely. This is fine.
Yeah.
You just need to slow down your shots and not spam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen you kill that Symmetra and Vaxta just now about 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yes. Yeah.
Should you have killed her every time? No, they're popping double ult here. You're probably not going to win this fight, but we would have liked to have seen more. Sure. Good. There it is. What's the problem?
I'm closing the distance, but I was closing it because of tree.
I don't care. Cover's more important than tree.
Okay.
You understand? I am not saying that this is always true. There's some situations when this is okay. But right now, this is not okay. Where should you be right now instead?
Hold on 1 second. I should be... Hold on, I'm on the wrong screen. I should be probably to the right?
Sure. Or even to the
back.
left. Even to the left, right? Like, you have choices. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Get your health, right? You are a casualty of somebody that's not even trying to go for you. You just happen to be there. And because of that, your vision is compressed and things get stressful. I want us to go back to this position here and then move forward to our right angle, right back where we were, and then just watch.
Yeah.
Do you see how comfortable this is? It's peaceful, you know? And it's not even particularly far, right? It's pretty close. It just does the job.
More than this.
Yeah, this is stressful. You're spending more time shooting your tree than you are shooting the enemy. You are literally in the middle of nowhere. Good trance. We didn't talk about trance as much, but just using it. And then just need to make sure that you don't end it on point. That is a habit.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we're... Trance. Yeah. This is okay as long as you don't press forward. So we're pressing forward here, in which case we just need to back off and fight her, or back off and fight him, you know?
Yep. Okay, cool.
Good. Thank you, Life Reaver.
Yeah, he was a very good... He saved me plenty.
Uh-huh.
We had a few fights together as well.
Nice. Okay. Lots of just ending up in the middle of nowhere instead of maintaining an angle and being patient. How's your Q looking? We still a Q? Okay, yeah, we're still Q. Okay, we keep going.
Still in Q, yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Perfect timing.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Choose whatever map you want. Doesn't matter to me. These will all function perfectly.
I know it a little bit better than...
It's okay. I want you to press P for me really fast. And then leave both team voice and team chat. So press P and then...
Okay. That one.
Click that and then click that. Love that. And then choose your hero. Lijiang Tower. Can be a challenging Zen map, so we're going to need to be creative. So I want you to open up lateral angles with a coin.
Oh, it is a horrible Zen map, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I
don't... Look matter who you ban. I don't really care.
I like to see what the team likes to ban as well.
Works for me.
Let's do this.
Sure. Lovely. Okay. Open up a lateral angle, play a corner, and then when you're on that angle, I want you to focus on get a harmony orb and just hit your shots. Relax.
Okay.
Hit your shots. No cycling unless you absolutely have to. Just hit your shots. Lock it.
Okay.
Don't worry about your tank. Oh, we need more healing for Diva. Just do your job. It'll be fine.
Okay. It's gonna be lovely with the Lucy as well.
Well, you're playing the map, right? Like, you're playing Zen Lucio. If you need to heal your tank more, then you've already lost the game. Or lost the fight.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah,
you have an immense amount of utility and damage. Now, where are you going to rotate for your starting off angle here? You have no idea what they're running. You don't know where they're going to be, but you need to start with an idea. Where's your starting idea?
Left.
Okay. Then what are you going to do on left? You're going to listen. You're going to pay attention to what's on left and fight left. If there's nobody left, then you're going to fight on main. You guys ready? Let's find out. Press P for me one more time.
Okay.
And leave match chat as well. Yep, perfect. All right, let's go. Go left. And then hit your shots. No. Commit. Go, go, go. And now listen. Nobody's here. So now we go main, or we can peek from here. Good. Let's close the distance towards point, harmony orb, and then shoot from here. Okay, let's back off. I want us to full back off. You need to full back off. Back. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Keep running. Good. Keep running. And then stay here. Stay here and shoot. We need to shoot.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Now keep rotating. Find an angle, find a sideline. Let's go. Slow down your shots and aim your shots. I don't care if there's Hanzo there. Slow down your shots and aim your shots. Don't get your head shot off, but keep pressure there. We want to be poked out. We just don't want to die. Good. Slow down your shots, please. Refresh your harmony orb. Yep, there it is. Maintain your distance, please. We're pressing forward. Do not press forward. Good job. Find your sightline again and keep shooting. That's right. You're thinking, is anybody on me? Gotta watch out. That's good. Good job. Reapply your harmony orb and anybody. Perfect. And then maintain shooting. Good. Keep shooting. Is there anybody on you?
Don't think so.
Okay. Always worth a check. Always worth a check.
Yeah.
They are going to deal with you because you are the problem here. So be ready for them to push you. Reaper, Cass, Queen, we don't know. So listen.
Yeah.
Yep, it's fine. It's a little cheeky. End off of point. Do not be on point, whatever you do. Find your angle.
I want to go back to that angle.
Okay,
That was a great
quick. Commit. Forget your harmony orb.
Didn't need to close the distance.
Yeah, that's okay. You almost screwed up because you hesitated. You got a little flustered. You thought about harmony orbing, and then you screwed up your angle, and you almost died to Reaper because of it, right?
Yeah.
You just need to commit back to the angle. It was a little messy at the start because you kept flanking on further left, and I think you would have been fine on like the point side where you were. But do you see how relaxing that was?
Yeah.
It's not always going to be that relaxing, but you want them to pull resources to you. You want Reaper coming after you. You notice that Hanzo committed Sonic and Storm and everything, and then he died to Genji, right? Mm-hmm. It's good. Now, this is going to be more challenging because it's more compressed. So you need to find a little bit of an angle, a little bit of a sight line, slow down your shots, and keep it up. You're doing great.
I'm not sure if I should go right or left. I might
Try
go
it.
right.
Try
I
it.
feel like they will go left.
Commit right with distance and corner. Cover. So whatever angle you choose, do it perfectly. Go. Commit. Don't hesitate. Go. Commit. And then find a sight line. Commit. Now hold the corner and pressure.
Yeah, well, I should have heard that and known that.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I could have gone into the little room side door.
You could have. Now, how are you going to retake this? Because you're going to be stuck in a choke. So, what do you do now?
Might have to go here.
Commit. Oh, we have a sight line here. Now they're going to push you here, so listen.
I heard someone here.
It's okay.
Oh, I hate it.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's a good play by him. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Don't cycle. That's good enough. Now what? Now what?
I'm kind of scared of going here, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
I slowed down my shots and I might have had her. Whew.
Don't run away. You're fine.
Okay.
Don't run away. So this is your angle. Sure. Now what? Okay, now we've chosen this side, so make this side work. Relax.
Yep.
Find your next sight line. Good. Nice shot. He's gonna push you, so it's your responsibility to fight him. Don't die. There it is. It's your job. Okay, now I guess he gave up, so
Yeah.
it's alright.
I heard him and I was like, okay.
Distance. Yeah. It's your job. It's your job.
Eyes above.
It's okay. Kill him. Yeah, there it is. Be patient. So the nice thing about Zen is you never have to rush a duel, right? You never have to rush a
Yes.
duel. You got to kill him, but you don't have to rush it. You take your time. Push your suit on the left side, hit a shot, duck behind a corner, hit a shot, duck behind a corner, you know? Be patient. Where's our sight line here? Good.
Oh, I'm going down.
That's okay. It's close. You ended up stacked a little bit with your team there, and that kind of cost you, right?
Yeah.
You're hitting some shots, though, so that's all right. Maybe we get a touch here. Let's go. Very winnable still. Get that Harmony Orb. We gotta hurry. Pick one target and finish it, and then trance. Good job. Now I want you to leave trance away from your tank. Almost perfect. Almost did it. You see it there, right? That was really close.
Justice reigns from above. She's gonna blow.
It is a hard point.
It is a hard point, and you did well. You did very well. I think some of my criticisms come down to when you get a little bit contested on an angle, and you tend to kind of just second guess and run away. It's like that one time when you're in that dark room, and you had Queen with you, and you guys were all fighting, and you just started to rotate back, and I don't know why, right? So beyond that, it was mostly fine. Now, your solution to that point was mostly hard flanking. I think that was situationally fine. However, you don't always have to do it if you have a bit of a side angle and you have a sight line. Like you had your teammates hard flanking, you can kind of just play a little bit more patiently. So where are you going to rotate here? Let's start with that. Where's your sight line? Where's your angle here?
I'm gonna go maybe to. I don't want to go top.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go left. And
Okay,
see
then let's see what happens. So go left and then listen.
Little door.
Listen and look. Listen and look from here. Beautiful. Now what? Listen and look. Can you open your angle wider?
I could go here. Is that too? Well. Oh, but they have the far. I need to be careful.
That's true.
Nope, not good.
Why did you rotate coast there? You were scared about it, but you did it anyway. Why? What provoked that decision?
What do you mean? Where?
When you went right side to
I did
coast, why did you do that? Well, you were scared about it, but you did it anyway. Why?
I wasn't scared. I was like, it's a long rotation, but I did it because. Why did I do it? Because I was like, my team is all in the middle, so I might go there.
Okay. See, these are the ones when Zen is easy, right? Right here. But
Yeah.
then when fights rotate a point, what do you do? You know? You have your chance here. What do you do?
Yeah.
Where's your next angle here?
I don't know. All the way back here?
Yeah, with. Get him. Now take a second to take a deep breath and recalibrate your positioning.
Yep.
Are you on an angle here? Kind of. Maybe a little close. Sure, this is good.
Ah, Sombra.
You're okay. Lost your corner, instantly die.
Yeah,
right?
yep,
That's
yep,
okay.
correct.
That's okay. This is where King of the Hill gets very confusing. You're being surrounded, and there's things going all over around you. You've done a very good job until that point. Still a very winnable fight, actually, here. In fact, I think you guys win this.
I hope. Yeah,
Okay.
that's 3 or 4 of them.
Dominating performance from you. Dominating performance, and I don't say that lightly. You did exceptional. You did a really good job with your rotations, with your positioning, with handling threats, managing distance, and not AFKing. On the second point, which was very compressed, where the angles were bad, you tried hard flanking, and it worked very well. In fact, the only reason that was even close was because of your hard flanks. And when it didn't work, you were like, well, I misplayed that, or I got booped by far, or I could have done this, or I could have done that. You did a great job.
Cool. Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you'd like, we can look at a couple of, let's actually look at that code here. Let's look at 1 or 2 fights from that code, because I think it will be nice for you to go back after you've played a game and be like, oh, yes, I could have done this, or oh, yes, I could, because I'm sure there's a couple of points there where you're like, man, what do I do?
The one that I played just now?
Yes, yes.
No, here. There you go.
Okay. Any questions from that game, specifically?
They'll probably come up once when we're looking at it.
Okay.
Because one time you said I was hard flanking. I was like, okay, what would a soft flank have been?
Sure, understandable. Can you see my stream? You might need to click around in Discord to find it again.
1 second. I do need to watch stream. Am I still streaming? I can...
Yes, but I've left, so, but yeah.
Okay, cool. It's good.
Okay, can you see?
Yep.
Okay. This is where I think when you take this rotation, there's nobody here. I think you should cut it off right now and just get value from here immediately.
Okay.
You see this?
Yeah.
So there's a vision. This is all that we needed right now. Nobody's taking this space whatsoever. This space is really good for you. It's nice, wide, and open. I love this rotation from you. My criticism is that you had a good angle, you had a good sightline, and we just took too long. And so this is fine. Like, it's good pressure. Bap is scared. Weaver's scared. It just took us too long. Now, I actually am going to skip this entirely because the only criticism that I have is when we already talked about, which was when you second-guessed yourself here, and you just hovered here. You could have full committed to here. You could have just full committed to back to here. Both would have been fine, but you second-guessed yourself. And if you look, this opens up a real window of vulnerability because you're very late in your rotation, and that almost kills you. Right? You don't even see the Reaper come in time. So, but yeah, okay. We will skip first fight here, and we'll look at the retake here. Now, let me ask you a question from here. Do you have an angle from this position here?
I mean, just the same as my team, but yes.
It's not too bad. It's a little bit off to the side, but it's not too shabby, okay? So this is the crucial thing. When we're talking about angles, it doesn't have to be 90 degrees. It just needs to be off to the side. If you were stacked here, I'd be upset. Do you see the difference in vision between this and this?
Massive, yeah.
Right? So it's a small difference for a major reward. This is not to say that this is a mistake. This can be very good, especially if you have Transcendence, especially if the enemy composition is not full of very mobile characters that can chase you down. This is amazing. So actually, versus what you're playing, this can work. My point being is that this is not always necessary when this sightline is good enough. It's actually the same thing as the previous round, right? You kept rotating. This is good right here. This is good right here.
I would have more value. I'd be already having value right now.
Correct. Now, not as much value because this is a huge train wreck if you get here. It's really scary for the enemy team. But as you said, obviously, as you said, it is a lot higher risk and a much longer rotation. So then as you go to here, they walk forward, then where do you go from here?
Maybe
pretty cramped, right?
But that cover to the right.
Yeah. What about the coast rotation? What about this kind of nonsense here? What about we try this rotation again but be a little bit rattier? What about if we stop here, poke out the tank, and then wait for our team to push up through here and stay here? Or if my team stays here, maybe then I rotate and do something a little ratty here, right? Yeah. There's basically no good option here, but the initial spots here are good for you because you see how nice and open this is?
Okay.
It's this space here that gets ugly, right? So you have to do something creative, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Again, I want to highlight the sightline from here.
Yeah, so that's what I usually would play if I wasn't trying to do something different.
Which is good. I want you to try something different. But if you're noticing is that as your team kind of flanks for you, then you don't have to be quite as creative. We just need an off angle. I want to highlight that you were chastising yourself for your mechanics here and not slowing down shots.
Yep.
And then you hit the shot. So you know, get out of, even if you don't finish the kill, this is exactly the space that we needed, right? Like you created a lot of space for your team. Now, this is probably the most important fight on this round. Do you have a sightline and an angle here? Are you creating pressure from the side? Okay, so then what do you need to do differently?
Move.
Move just a
Where
little
do I
bit,
move?
right? Just here, right? This is fine.
Aha, okay.
Or-
I was,
or-
yeah, I was
or
trying to
here,
get cover
or-
in case they were chasing me.
Yes,
okay.
yes. But then your choice was to just completely leave. You were ready to go back to here.
Yeah, true.
You need to make whatever this is work as best as you can. Because this is why you end up losing this, is because this was a very good rotation from you at the start, and then you fail on it. You bail on it afterwards.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's, I think you played all the way well here. This is just a bit of a mechanical mistake, which is unfortunate because I think you guys would have won this, but it allows us to practice for another round, which we love. So. It's a bit of a side angle, right? It's just a little bit. Look at your soldier. Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at your queen. This is fine. This is good enough. It's just 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Sometimes deeper. Sometimes it's a hard flank. Sometimes it's here. Sometimes it's not. You don't have to. So you have a great sight line here. They're trying to hide behind the corner, and they're still getting shot by you and your Ashe.
Yeah.
Which then isolates the Pharah so that you can Harmony Orb and then Discord Orb the Pharah, and then she's completely screwed. It's over. Now, when we rotate to point, now we have a problem. Because you can absolutely play here. This is a good side angle here. It's just a smaller one. But you're like, I feel like I'm not going to see very much. So you commit to a higher risk, higher reward rotation, which is not a problem if you don't hesitate. And what you didn't do, you did not hesitate. You committed. Well, okay, you hesitated a little bit, but a millisecond, right? You committed. Which then means agony for them to walk through this choke. So you were actually 1, 2, 3, 4, soon to be 5. You're actually almost about 3v5 this, or 4v5, let's just say. That feels so good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love the sound the Zen shots
So
make.
good, so good. A little bit of Harmony Orb there, then just right back to damage. I mean, you've done so much work here. So much. So these kills and the kill feed, this is all you. You did not let them out of the choke, which then meant that your Lucio got the boops for free. I mean, they couldn't. They walked forward and their just faces got melted off, right? It's beautiful. Beautifully done. Okay. Where are you going to position? Where are you going to angle? Where are you going to angle? Where are you going to angle? Where are you going to angle?
So this is when I wasn't sure.
This looks okay to start. We have a little bit of distance. We have a little bit of vision. We have a little bit of a crossfire. Maybe we're a little far back. Where could you be instead? Make a small adjustment.
One door forward.
Yeah, you nailed it. It's funny, your instincts here. Well, initially, no, it's not so good, right? Of course, but you could always just go here to start, and then depending on how it goes, you could rotate deeper.
Yeah, true.
Your instincts are good here. You need to leverage these more. I mean, you just see. I mean, look at this. It's too much. Even when you don't even hit every shot, it's just painful. Where should you go from here? This is why I said deep and deep and deep and deep. And where do you go?
Yeah, that's left.
Yeah, don't necessarily press forward, but you need to go left, and left,
Yeah.
and left, and left, right? So that's the rule. That's how it's generally Zenyatta presses advantages. Is not by pressing W. It's usually by pressing A or D.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Open it up. Open it up. Because you see you've lost your sight line. Now, the reason you've lost your sight line is because you were burning their faces off, so they had to back up. So now we're standing still, right? But your team is still fighting, so you need to keep fighting too. But if we go here, maybe we get Juno ulted and died. Maybe we get Genji or Janka Green ulted and died. So we need to open up our angle. And you start to do it here. It's not bad.
Then I don't. Because of the orbs, but yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But I was like, where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? And you start to lean here. This is good. With the information that you have, this is fine. You see it? There's nowhere for this Genji to escape. Nowhere for this Genji to escape. If you hit your shots here, he dies. I think you just fumbled right here and just you backed off. I was like, you do not need to be scared of him. He's dead. It's over.
Yeah. I was also because he was using deflect. I was like, oh, I don't want to kill my team.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, you need to stop shooting him. Just as soon as the deflect comes back, he's dead. So yeah, he's just. I mean, what are they gonna do? You know? And so this is where the weird dynamic of like you have trance for your team. But you have this angle that's so broken that you're actually killing them before you even need the trance. And if they try to push you and kill you for greeting, you just trance. Like that's the most consistent value out of trance, really. That's how I've coached a lot of, I actually coached a champion Zenyatta one trick. And that's how we use trance a lot of the time.
Yeah.
especially with that Discord trance. You just trance, walk out of it, and there you go. So I didn't mind this. You rotated away from the enemy tank to create some distance, open up your angle on the other side of the map, and this is fine. Like, this is cool. This is fine. I wouldn't have minded you to kind of even stay here, but then you're like, well, I don't have a sight line, so I need to open it back up again. So that's fine. Yeah. Notice that you've rotated back to cover. You've maintained a sight line. If the Sombra wants to go for you, really inconvenient right now. So you're not even hitting any shots, and you're still applying pressure. So it's good. Now here, this is important. This is the lack of cover. This is a fine sight line. Just hug the corner.
Why am I going forward? Why do I move?
What? Because it's human nature. We want proximity to the thing that we're shooting. It's natural.
Exactly. But I don't need to. There's
Correct.
no need.
So if you're here, shoot back up, harmony orb, shoot back up. It's over. It's over. But at this point in time, you'd already done so much this round that your teammates had enough ultimates to win. So your problems are simply needing to open up more lateral space. Doesn't always need to be hard flanking, but opening up more lateral space with cover. And then when you're on that lateral space, I want your full attention on who is fighting me here. Full attention. Full attention. So don't get distracted. There's a Genji, Echo Sombra, whatever. That is your priority. Once you're on that lane, your number 2 skill, and I wouldn't practice this at the same time, but you can, is I need you to slow down your primary fire and focus on hitting your shots. Slow it down. The third thing, which ties into that, is you cannot get distracted by Harmony Orb cycles mid-fight when there's damage to be done. Doesn't mean it's always bad. Sometimes the Harmony Orb mid-fight is good. If somebody's behind a wall, it's okay. But you need to be attentive that you have a tendency to do it too much. Make sense? That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Cool.
Totally it.
Sick.
Like I said, the really you should be working at these things in isolation. Because I was here, I allowed you to work on 2 things at once because I could kind of help keep you reminded of them. Like, where should you angle? Okay, now slow down, hit your shots. Where's your angles? But by yourself, it's really difficult to do that. I would just focus on where's my angle, where's my angle, where's my angle. Is it 10 degrees? Is it 50 degrees? Is it 90 degrees? Is it directly behind them? Is it just... Because if your team... Like, let's say in that Lijiang tower, let's say that you had a soldier pocketed Mercy that went coast side instead of you.
Yeah.
Remember that first fight where the Pharah knocked you off the map? Soldier Mercy goes high ground instead of you. Now main is an angle.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
It's more of when my team doesn't take the space or sightlines, how can I create space for my team? You did it on first point by yourself. Remember that? Literally the entire round you created the angle by yourself, which won you the fight or the game. And then to a lesser extent, third point as well, but also to a large point as well. Like your Ashe was helping you some, but you did a lot of it on your third point as well. And honestly, second point, like you guys would not have been able to get out of second point choke if it wasn't for your hard flank. Would not have happened.
Okay.
Would not have happened.
It was lucky that they weren't diving me because then it becomes a whole other thing.
Well, the difference between dive and range pressure is that it is expensive for them to close the distance on you if you open up the right angles and so they die. I want you to look back at that Genji. That Genji, once he forces deflect from range, he has no options to kill you. He is dead.
Yeah, okay.
The dive is a difficult matchup for Zenyatta on maps where it is difficult to get close to Zenyatta. Do you understand? But when there is space, then it is very difficult to play dive into Zenyatta, and Zenyatta hard counters dive. It's actually where Zenyatta destroys certain dive characters when he has space. Ball melts to you. Absolutely melts to you if you can avoid his slammer melt, right? So for you, it's like, let's not pretend that dive is always a good matchup. It's not. But on maps where you can open up your angles and lanes, you can make your deaths expensive, especially with trance.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Lateral space with cover. Slow down your shots. Stop cycling your harmony orbs. And the last little detail would just be like, make sure you're ending your trance with a little bit of space or a little bit of a corner. But yeah. Okay. Any questions?
No. Very, very, very insightful and helpful.
Good.